What's up, guys? It's the Football Uniform Roundup, back with more content. A plethora of new Adidas college football uniforms for the 2025 season have leaked via retail, so I will be going over my thoughts on them and how they may change their team's uniform sets. The first team to have a jersey leaked is the Kansas Jayhawks of the Big 12. Just in time for the reopening of Booth Memorial Stadium, Kansas will apparently be getting a new white uniforms for the 2025 season. The design is somewhat similar to the team's black alternate, featuring the Jayhawk logo on the sleeves and the carnival front on the Kansas script and red numbers. The design will likely serve as a throwback and is a departure from the current road uniforms, which feature stripes on the shoulders and blue numbers. The inclusion of red numbers is a notable change, as blue numbers have been a mainstay on both Kansas's white football and basketball uniforms. It is unknown if these uniforms will actually serve as primary road uniforms and not just an alternate, and if Kansas's blue and red uniforms will receive similar changes in 2025, though given that those red uniforms were introduced only last season, likely only the blue jerseys will. Hopefully, to better match the black uniforms, the team's white pants, and potentially the blue pant, if the jerseys are also changed, will be changed to now feature stripes. This would be a positive change, because the plain practice pants Kansas has been rocking frequently since they redesigned the uniforms are incredibly bland in my opinion. The next team to have a leaked new road jersey is Mississippi State of the SEC. The changes are relatively minor, as the new design is very similar to the current one introduced in 2023. However, in addition to being placed on the Adidas Strategy new template, the logo on the collar has been changed from the M State logo to the state script. This continues the trend of Mississippi State replacing the M logo in favor of the script. They appear to be phasing out the usage of this logo for some reason. I, for one, am not in favor of this change, as I prefer teams to include multiple logos on their uniforms, instead of reusing the same design. Now, both the jersey and the helmets feature the same script logo, instead of featuring different logos. Two teams that have had their new home and away uniforms for the 2025 season leaked are the NC State Wolfpack and Louisville Cardinals of the ACC. The changes to NC State's uniforms are less notable. Among the home uniforms, in addition to being updated to the Adidas Strategy template, the collar logo has changed from a quest to the team's standard wolf logo. A minor change, but slightly disappointing, as the overall uniform now has less unique logos, as the logo is already featured on the helmets and pants. The subtle NC State flag design appears to have been removed from the bottom of the jersey, although an awesome wolf eyes design is now featured on the collar. For the white jersey, in addition to the aforementioned changes, the collar and the bottom of the sleeve accents have been changed from red to black. I think this is a subtle but cool change. It will make the white uniforms look cleaner when paired with the black pants, black helmets, and the red helmets which feature black face masks. For Louisville, they have removed the cardinal wings and drop shadow from their primary uniforms, replacing them with shoulder stripes resembling the design worn by head coach Jeff Brom when he played at Louisville. As these uniforms have been updated to the Adidas Strategy template, the Cardinal logo is now featured on the collar. While I was a fan of the old Louisville uniforms, I like the changes that have been made, as these new uniforms have all the markings of a modern classic. They would look especially great with the striped white helmet design that was worn in 2023. Curious to see what the black and specialty uniforms for 2025 look like in the new Louisville set. Additionally, Texas A&M of the SEC's 2025 uniform has leaked. Unfortunately, the only change is the update to the newest Adidas template and the inclusion of Gig'em in the collar. It is a little disappointing to see A&M stick with the bland Jimbo Fisher era uniforms. I was hoping the Aggies would introduce more interesting uniforms, like they had when Menzel played there prior to Fisher's arrival. As in the first year of the Mike Elko era, they brought back white helmets and black uniforms, a defining feature of their uniforms during the mid-2010s, but unfortunately, this has not happened. Oh well. Next, the Washington Huskies of the Big Ten's new road uniform has leaked. At least I presume this is their new road uniform, and not the 2025 edition of their annual new alternate uniform they introduce each year. Compared to last year's road design, introduced in 2023, and the previous road design from before that in the Adidas era, design now features substantially more gold. The numbers now feature gold accents, and the shoulder stripes now feature purple and gold stripes, instead of the two-toned purple stripe design introduced previously. Presumably, the pants will also feature the change. No word yet on if or how these changes will apply to the purple uniforms, though it will be somewhat surprising, as the new changes are the opposite of the 2023 changes, which worked to remove gold as an accent color from their purple uniforms. If this change does apply to the Huskies' primary uniforms, this would be a rather disappointing update, as I was a big fan of the two-toned purple look, as I thought it looked unique and cool. So, if the team decided to wear gold pants with the white jerseys, it would look much cooler with the new threads. It's also possible that this uniform could be the 2025 alternate, serving as a spiritual successor to the 2023 Purple Rain uniforms, being paired with the excellent chrome purple helmets introduced with that set last year. Additionally, the Miami Hurricanes of the ACC have a throwback uniform that has leaked, and is now available to purchase on their team shop. These appear to be 1945 throwback uniforms to celebrate the U's 100th anniversary. They feature green numbers with white shoulder stripes. Interestingly, they will not be on Adidas' latest jersey template. If historical accuracy is anything to go by, this uniform will be paired with white helmets and orange pants. It is interesting that Miami would wear a uniform with this combo, as they went 1 and 2 in it in their regular uniforms last year, including 2 particularly disappointing losses against Georgia Tech and in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. The uniform will presumably replace the all-black alternate uniforms as the specialty uniform for the 2025 season. I don't hate this uniform, as it feels appropriate for Miami's anniversary, though like most throwback uniforms, it doesn't wow me. Last, the HBCU Grambling State will also be making an update to their yellow uniforms, following their revamped red Adidas strategy uniforms last season. The new design, unlike the previous design, features the new Adidas Performance logo as part of the Adidas strategy template. The G logo has also been moved from the chest to the black collar, while the collar now features Grambling in black letters. This is a small but positive uniform change to one of the best-dressed HBCU teams. It'll be interesting to see if they debut it in their FCS vs FBS clash against Ohio State in Week 2 of the season, as they have worn their yellow uniforms against other teams wearing color uniforms before. No word yet if this change will apply to their black and white uniforms or their pant designs. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the leaked new jerseys are and what you think the full uniform sets will look like. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.